Hello YouTube, this is Deandre Dobbs. Happy Friday, October the 6th, 2023. I'm back with another YouTube video today, you guys. I'm gonna put my glasses back on. I hope y'all are having a wonderful Friday. Hope y'all are having a wonderful day because I surely am. And I don't know if y'all saw my short, but I said I have recent videos that's already out. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. And this video that I'm doing today is going to be about Family Matters, Jaleel White, along with the cast members of Family Matters, and along with some facts that I'm gonna share with y'all about the show and what I see fit about the show, what I think, in my opinion, is the truth about the show and about some of the stuff that that went down in this hot tea and gossip video. So be prepared and have y'all hot coffee, hot tea, hot chocolate, wine, whatever y'all have. So I'm gonna try to do my best, y'all. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so whenever I have a new video uploaded, you can go to the video and start watching. So, let's get to it. Okay, today we're going to be talking about Family Matters. Okay, Family Matters is a show that ran from 1989 to 1998, which resulted in 9 seasons, I believe. But the reason I'm talking about Family Matters, it's still in the media, and I heard this back in the day, off and on, and it's still coming up today. So I'm going to share it with you. I got this from Norman Baker TV. Norman Baker TV, he works with Sherry Shepherd. He used to work with Wendy Williams before her show, before she left her show, before she had all this going on with her. That's where I got it from. He always says, let's get into the mess. I love Norman Baker. Thank you, Norman Baker. Shout out to Norman Baker TV. Thank you so very much, Norman. You are the real MVP. Thank you. It is said that Jaleel White and some of the cast of Family Matters, stars of Family Matters, they did not get along. And one of those cast members that played Harriet Winslow, I think her name was Joe Payton. Marie Joe Payton, I think. Joe Payton Marie. It's one of them, Marie Joe Payton, I believe that's what it was. She played Harriet Winslow. She played the character of Harriet Winslow from 1989 to 97 or 98 because they had another woman to play Harriet. Marie Joe Payton, she was like, when they was on the set of Family Matters, I think it was this episode when Steve Urkel's cousin came into town. If y'all watch Family Matters throughout the years, because I recently finished watching it over a year ago, if y'all remember his cousin, Steve Urkel's cousin, he's like his thuggish bad boy cousin, which was also portrayed by Jaleel White. He was on this episode. I don't know what Steve Urkel was, but he was on this episode. And Marie Jo Payton, in her words, she was like, they was backstage, and she said she felt like she said that Jaleel White, the one that plays Steve Urkel, she said that he wanted to fight her. He wanted to fight her. And some he said to her, and he said he wanted to fight her. Marie Jo Payton, she said, if he was trying to fight me, I was going to beat his behind. I was going to light his behind, something like that. And I was like, ain't no way. Because ain't no way, if this is true, because I heard this more than one time, And if I done heard it more than one time coming from all these sources, it has to be true. Because if I was on a show like that, a most popular show like that, and my name is being I'm more popular on this show, I'm a likable character, and then behind the scenes, the most likable character on the show, the most popular character on the show, has this demented and crazy ass behavior. Like, I didn't think Jaleel White, aka Steve Urkel, acted like this, but Marie Jo Payton, she's not the only one that said stuff like this about Jaleel White. Now, if I'm wrong, please go in my comments and tell me I'm wrong. But I'm just going by the sources that I heard and the stuff that I heard because I read this type of stuff. And I will say this 100%. This isn't the first time I heard about this, so it has to be true. And I'm gonna go on and say this though, if it, like, hearing about this is crazy because you wouldn't think that a person like Jaleel White would do this type of stuff. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna give you my opinion. I'm just gonna say it like it is, like it TI is. When you start in a show and when you become well noticeable and when you become well popular, likable, the audience likes you, everybody likes you, um, the show likes you, which makes the ratings go up. Just my opinion. And then you can basically say once you become a very popular person on the show, very likable, everybody likes you, the audience likes you, make them laugh, everything. Doing like ooh ah all that. But then sooner or later, these characters and these peoples that's playing these characters in real life behind the camera, even on the camera, they be feeling themselves. They be like, soon as they get very popular and soon as they get very popular and very, well known, very likable, they feel like just because they very well known on that show, like they the star of the show, they think that they this and that and think they hot shot. And their attitude starts to become very, 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 very stank. Very, 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 very crazy. Very, 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 very mean. And it's crazy because that's how I feel what happened. Jaleel White, he came on Family Matters on season 2. And then as he got older, people's loved Steve Urkel. And in my opinion, and this is my opinion only, I'm thinking that, you know, it's supposed to be about family matters. But recently it turns out to be the Steve Urkel show. And I think Marie Jo Payton, she didn't, in my opinion, it is said that she didn't get along with Steve Urkel is because that he felt like, she got jealous of him. I know it's crazy. I feel like she got jealous of him because he was the star of the show. Like he kind of took over the show and everybody started liking him. And he was the star of the show because he was always, doing stuff off the wall on the show, which is what the writers do. And he's very popular for, let me get my glasses ready. He is very popular for, did I do that? That's what he's most popular for. And I think that's what made him more popular as well. But I believe Marie Jo Payton, Jo Marie Payton, that's her name. Jo Marie Payton, I got it. And I believe that's what made her mad and made her feel the way she felt because it's supposed to be about Family Matters. But then you got this little kid coming in nerdy, pants all the way up here, suspenders, and with the walk and the nerdy talk and doing all this clumsiness. You got peoples that really failed for Steve Urkel. Like everybody loved it, Steve Urkel. That's what I feel. And I can understand that because when you think the show is about this, then you have a character that comes in and takes over the show, which kind of blends the focus off what the show is supposed to be about. That's just me. And another character and another person that said that they did not like Steve Urkel, they couldn't get along with him, was Jamie Foxworth. Jamie Foxworth, she played as Judy Winslow. Listen, y'all, don't hate me. Don't hate me for what I'm about to say. Jamie Foxworth that played as Judy Winslow, let's just say she went up the stairs to fold some clothes and she never came back down. Is it that crazy? I know that's crazy. She went upstairs season 2 or 3 and she never came back down. Like, oh my goodness. Like how you have Eddie Winslow, you have Laura Winslow, you have Judy Winslow, you have 3 kids. Three. 3 kids. Plus little Richie, but he was Rachel's son. But I noticed that I was like, how in the hell, how in the world you're gonna have 3 kids first, and then you left, go upstairs, fold clothes, and you never come back down. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's so crazy. But let me tell you the tea behind that now. Let me tell you the tea behind that. It is said that Jamie Foxworth and Jaleel White, aka Steve Urkel, they did not get along because Steve Urkel's mama told the producers something, and Jaleel White, aka Steve Urkel, told Jamie Foxworth, aka Judy Winslow, like, my mama think you shouldn't have a role. I should have a role because I'm the star of this show. Something like that. I don't know. But that sounds about right. Because when you are when you are a kid actor and you have your parents on scene, especially your mamas, it's to me, it's all about competition. It's all about who gets what, who gets what part, who gets this part, who gets this, who gets that. These mamas and these daddies, they be wanting a child to get these parts because they feel like their child deserves it, like no other child matters but their own. And me, to my opinion, I feel like if your child can act, if they can act, if they can bring what they can to the table, if they work hard and hard and hard and hard and hard and earn their script, pull out all the stops, yeah, they can get the role. But what I don't agree with is privilege. I don't agree with privilege. I don't agree with just because this person got this money, this person got this money, and they pay the producers and everything, and boom, that child gets the role. But like what I said, money talks and bullshit walks. But that's the tea about that. And I was like, ain't no way. I'm like, it's crazy. Because when I was younger, I thought everybody on that show got along with everybody. But the most thing that I've heard was about Steve Urkel, aka Jaleel White, and Harriet Winslow, aka Joe Marie Payton. That's all I heard. But the other characters, I didn't too much hear nothing about them. But that's that. But I'm finna tell y'all something else about this show that I really found it really got on my nerves. Behind, like on camera, I loved it Steve Urkel. Steve Urkel, he's an original, he's a classic. Think about this. When Steve Urkel and Laura Winslow was younger, you ever notice Steve Urkel? He tries to do all he can to prove his love for Laura. Like he really loved it. Laura. He had the biggest crush on Laura. So Laura. She basically kept pushing him off, pushing him off. She was basically being mean to Steve. Yes, he was clumsy. Yes, he did off the wall stuff. But think about it. At the end of the day, the Winslow family, they basically kept pushing Steve Urkel off. They kept telling him, go home, go home, go home. They kept being mean to him, putting him out and stuff. But think about it. At the end of the day, Steve Urkel came through for that family. Steve Urkel came through for the Winslow family. He came through for Laura. He came through for Carr. He came through for Eddie. He came through for all of them. And for them to treat him like that at the beginning, okay, wow. But at the end and in the middle of the season, you can see that they kind of trying to be cool with him and be nice to him, cool with him, let him come in and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like, wow, Steve Urkel really came through. And another thing, the only person that I know that gave Steve Urkel the chance was Mother Winslow. Was her name was Rosita Lanier, I think. Mother Winslow that played on Family Matters. She's the only one that gave Steve Urkel a chance. She was always nice to him. She always had such a soft spot for him. I think all of them had a soft spot for Steve Urkel, but it's just like I did not agree with how crazy they were mean to him. I know he probably got on their nerves, but think about it. Steve Urkel at the end of the day came through. Okay, and I'm gonna tell y'all something else. Think about it. When Laura kept pushing Steve Urkel off, when Myra, aka Michelle Williams, may she rest in peace. When she came in the picture, it was something about Myra that Steve liked it. It was something about Myra that Steve Urkel liked it. They had so much in common. They liked it, some of the same stuff. And what I liked about Myra is, is that she did not care what Steve looked like. She did not care what he did. All Myra saw in Steve, what Myra saw in Steve was a human being. She saw Steve Urkel as the sweetest guy that she could find and that she can like and love. Myra stuck with Steve. Myra was Steve Urkel's ride or die. Now Steve, on the other hand, he still liked it, Laura. He still liked it, Laura. But in my mind, I felt like Steve kind of felt like, Laura kept pushing him away, pushing him away. Steve went on and found something better. Found somebody that, would like him. You know, stuff like that. And I agree. Myra Myra brought out the best in Steve. I'm not gonna lie to you. Myra brought out the best in Steve. Now I know a lot of y'all probably saying, "No, Laura did. Laura did." No, no, no. I think it was Myra because Myra actually loved it, Steve. Now Laura, on the other hand, Laura I don't know what to explain. I don't know how to explain this. But I think Laura just got with Steve, because I guess because her feelings kind of got the best of her that she liked Steve. But I'm gonna go on to tell you, Myra and Laura, they was a rivals. They were friends 1 minute, friends of four 1 minute, friends the next. But what I'm gonna tell you though, a lot of people are like Laura. Ooh, Laura's better than Myra. No, no, no. Myra was bad. Myra was bad. Laura was bad too, but Myra was badder. She was better. I loved it, Myra. Like Myra was one of my favorite characters. And Steve Urkel. Because Laura, she gave me that little stank attitude. Like, because what made me mad about Laura, this one episode that they did, um, Laura had to go up to the cheerleading camp. So Steve Urkel, generous as he felt, took Laura to the cheerleading camp because he was in his car. Trying to get up there, Steve Urkel's car breaks down. And so Laura and Steve Urkel had to stay in this hotel. So Laura told Steve he's gonna have to sleep in the tub. And then I guess Steve Urkel had enough. He's like, no, I'm not sleeping in no bathtub. You get in the bathtub. And Laura's like, what? And Steve Urkel was like, you heard me. You get in the bathtub. She's like, you gonna hit. Steve Urkel's like, you gonna treat me with respect. I spent every penny on my car to get it fixed just to make sure you get there. And all this and that. Steve Urkel let her have it. And I didn't blame Steve. Steve deserved to let Laura have it because Laura got away with some foul stuff and what she did to Steve and other people's. But I love Family Matters. Family Matters was a great show. Michelle Tom, um, Michelle Thomas. That's her name, Michelle Thomas. She passed away in 1998 at the age of 30. Who played as Myra. But this, I loved Family Matters, and it's a very classic. So this will be my video for today, you guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you all enjoy. I hope you all enjoy this video, and I will be back with another video as soon as possible. Let me know what you think in the comments, how I did on this video. And if I got anything wrong, go in my comments and just let me know. And we can basically have a discussion. If you want to have a discussion, feel free to follow me on my social medias that I have listed, all that. So thank you all for tuning in, watching. Have a wonderful Friday. I love you all. Bye-bye.